Death and dismemberment in our Scooby-Doo episodes. Y'all, I was not ready. We need to talk about this Scooby Natural episode happening. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Where's my theme? You know what those babs mean. Give it to me.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yes.
Where are you?
Supernatural fans. We're here talking about the Scooby Natural episode.
Yes.
I am your host, Alexis Torres, here with my partner in crime, the amazing, the handsome, the man that has the soul of a nerd, Mr. Michael Young.
Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going? Ready to talk to some Scooby? Some natural.
Some natural.
Some Scooby Natural.
Some Scooby Natural that has completely scarred me for life. Yeah. If it also scarred you for life, definitely check out the iTunes review. Check out our live chat right now because we're talking about it. I know that we are a week late, but because of how scheduling works out, we're kind of just refreshing you before you have your episode tomorrow night. So enjoy the recap of this because I'm excited to talk about it and all the tears that I shed. For
tears?
Yeah, actual tears. More
Wow.
for cringeworthy stuff and also for sweet Jesus, the 10-year-old Alexis inside of me is like, what did I just watch? Not a bad thing though, I promise.
Yeah, it was funny. I thought it was funny how the animation works against what they were showing, but then it was kind of like, okay.
I mean, I feel like if this was made 10 years or maybe even 5 years before the cartoons that we have now, I feel like it would not bode well for most of the public to see our Scooby-Doo gang.
Because like the blood and the head and like the arms
mental
and
breakdowns,
stuff.
just the absolute craziness that happens in this episode, which was like, this is a supernatural episode for sure, but it's also
and one
animated.
Of them got hurt.
Yeah, was not expecting that, but we will get into the grit and grime of this episode. But overall thoughts before we break it down as much as I can, Michael Young.
It was good.
Yeah,
it was good. It was funny. It was nice to see Daphne, hold it down.
Yeah.
It was nice to see Velma take control. And it was nice to see Fred get like shown up a little bit, even though he did take the minivan to like new lengths. He was like,
I was like,
the
what?
The minivan had some speed on it.
It's called cartoon magic is what that was. I was like, there's no way, as Dean said, aerodynamically, just all of the things that Impala has should not have been beat out by the frickin' mystery van.
The mystery van is
saying.
It's probably like the 18 where it has like a little wing on the back of it.
No.
That helps it.
No, why would you do this?
It has little wings like.
No.
That's how it goes.
No. I understand that I looked up to these guys when I was a kid going, Mystery Van could do anything. Not this time. Not this time.
Oh,
not this
time?
place. How dare you, Mystery Van? How dare you, Scooby-Doo writers? I mean, it's okay, because he should win for this episode, but I'm like...
You gotta throw him a bone.
Anyway, let's get into the meat of this episode. So we start out, obviously, we have our case, which is we're in a toy, like kind of like is it a pawn shop or a toy store?
I want to say it's a pawn shop. Yeah,
Okay.
It's a pawn shop, and it opens. I was like, hold up, did I miss something? Because the way it opens, it was just like boom.
Yeah, we're fighting. It's happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I did like that, and it was a nice opening.
So we get introduced to our characters pretty quickly, or our, not characters, but like our side characters, because it's just Sam and Dean, and we're talking to the owner of the store, and then this suspicious man named Jay.
Some random guy.
Wasn't he creepy?
Yeah, because they were talking, and you see the guy, and then they turn, and when they turn back, he's like right here. It's like,
you guys okay?
I'm gonna need you to back up about a taste.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, back on up.
Yeah.
Because I don't need you all up in here.
You're in my personal bubble. I need you to back up 10 paces.
Because I'm surprised like Dean wasn't like,
I think he was just kind of like, I just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
And they got a little prize. They got a TV out of it. A little nice looking TV.
Yeah,
know?
and see, Sam was trying to be noble. Sam, guys, you should always be like Sam, like, hey, you know what? We're no
just happy to
charge.
help you.
We're glad to help. That's what
Help
we
me
do.
to
We
help
come
you.
in
Help me to
and we
help
help
you.
people. And Dean was like, anything?
Anything? Give me
could
the
use
stuff.
TV.
Give me the goods. But yeah, so obviously we already know straight up. Oh, he's taking a TV home. I wonder what will happen next.
Yeah, especially since we saw the trailer for the next episode already. They were like, they shouldn't have put that in there. They should have just been like, oh, they're in Scooby. But once we saw the TV, we were like, yeah.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense. They've been in the TV before because of the
Yeah.
trickster and things like that. And I love how they brought that up. They were like, maybe it's the trickster. He's dead. I'm like, is he though? And I felt the same way. I was like, is he though?
He's not dead anymore.
Yeah.
He's kind of back.
Yeah, you just don't know yet. You haven't gotten to that part of the script. You'll get there though.
And you'll be like,
there.
hey.
You're great, guys. And obviously, we already know, get sucked into the TV, and cartoon antics start to appear.
Yes.
What did you think of their design?
It was nice to see kind of a refreshed design.
Okay.
It was, it was kind of like a modern take on like still the old cartoony style.
Of course.
And I still think that cartoony style kind of takes away from
the chisels.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of like, what are we doing right now? Are you really trying to show that they're outsiders?
Yeah.
Because Fred and Shaggy don't have that.
Yeah, they were like very
smooth.
round and like very smooth. And you had these two guys that's like, you guys don't
You guys look really old.
match. You don't really match everyone else.
You can tell that you guys do not belong here.
Yeah, but I do like how Dean just went straight in and got the kiss. Just went straight in. I mean, these days you probably shouldn't do that. Should not do that. You can't just be kissing hands all over the place.
I mean, but also this is also a cartoon one. Too, Daphne clearly is just like, everything's fine. I think you're just being a really nice, cool, groovy dude. I'm like, oh my God, Daphne, dude. What is the matter with you? Pay attention.
Like,
this is why she was not my favorite.
Oh, man.
I was all about that film. That's because the quiet ones are the freaks. Just saying. Just saying.
She proved it, though. She did.
Yeah. I already knew.
Sam didn't even see that coming. Sam.
And he didn't look like he hated it.
Yeah, because he almost hit him with one of them things where he like.
No, we're not talking about this. This was 2 weeks ago. I don't want to talk about this BS right now.
Like she kissed him. He was like, oh girl, don't you started it.
I can't.
Like, you started now, girl. Come on back, Velma.
A girl. Well, she's more of a woman who's starting it. Well, not starting it. She's been doing it for a long time, but she's just really in the game right now. Our fearless leader, Maria Menounos.
That's right.
So, if you don't know, she has a podcast called Conversations with Maria Menounos. It's features celebrity and influencers, interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of life, from health and wellness to career, relationships, finances, and plenty more. Let our Maria be the big sister, like she is to me, that you've always wanted. Go to iTunes, subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. Free 99, Michael.
Free 99. And see, also 99. In that more that's not explained, she also handles the paranormal, man. Like, it's not just regular everyday stuff.
No, she tackles the impossible.
Yeah,
all the time.
Ghosts, demons, goblins, all that stuff.
She doesn't do that. But she does it on her own. Her own demons. Other people's demons, her own demons, all that kind of stuff.
She got that.
Be sure to rate and comment when you do. Let Maria know that it was us who sent you. Alexis Torres, Michael Young, here on Supernatural After Show, right here in AfterBuzz. Let them know. Right. Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition. Check it out. Other things that I want to check out, of course, is the fact that, one, did we all see that Daphne was looking mighty fine in that booty department? I'm going to say it because those animators knew what they were doing.
They did give her a little.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? What is this?
They like curved it out.
Who did this? Who did this?
They like, this like back when I was drawing, I was just like, what?
Yeah, like when you were a kid and you're like, I'm going to make her butt like this big.
Like they didn't even like draw it by hand. They took that little thing when you have the pencil on one and
Lord,
they're like,
Jesus. Just
got it.
Save me.
And then they had her pose a couple times with the butt out.
Like while she was trying to hammer in
and notice
planks of wood onto a door. I was like,
Dean won't help it either. Dean was just like,
I was so mad at him. I was like, really? And this continues obviously throughout the entire episode. But the episode was not a rendition, but the episode that they were in is called A Night of Fright is No Delight, which is an actual episode if you look it up. It is definitely not anywhere close to what this episode was.
It probably starts off because like Dean's he's like, hey, I know this one. I know exactly what's going to happen.
And the crazy thing is because I went to go find that episode, it does start not the exact same way. They weren't at a malt shop. They were actually on a boat going towards this mansion that was just in the middle of the ocean, which I was like, what?
Yo,
But
that's how you have. If I have a mansion, I'm putting it in the middle of the ocean.
Sure. And then, I mean, might as well. I mean, it
Yeah.
might be gone soon, but like, you know, whatever.
I have, hurricane insurance or something.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You have enough money.
I'll try.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, they had the same character names. They were even seated in the same order and everything like that. Even Scooby was actually sitting the exact same way. It was crazy. So I love that Sam was like, really, Colonel Sanders? That's what I'm like. It was
Yeah.
made in like what? Like,
Yeah.
let it go, bro.
And another thing that got me, even though it happens in the episode, is like you have Scooby sitting like a normal person,
like a human,
but then he walks away like a dog.
I don't understand.
He's like,
I
you
don't
know
get
what?
it.
I do what I want.
Yo, okay, I want to talk about the deaths here in this episode. So I'm not going to completely recap it like that because, I mean, you all have seen the episode.
It's Scooby
fine.
Natural.
It's Scooby Natural, come on. But the thing is, I want to talk about the fact of how you felt that we saw our first death in the Scooby universe, period.
Yeah.
And
that
it wasn't even, and of course we didn't see it when it happened, but the
Yeah.
fact when they did that reveal and there was
Yeah.
just
Blood.
oozing animation blood, I was like, what
was
am I
like,
watching?
and then they even touched it, had blood on. It was weird.
I think
Like
I
it did.
completely-
It definitely didn't match.
No.
And that's why they had their breakdown. But it was very weird. And then you had the decapitation and
No,
everything.
full dismemberment. Half
Yeah.
his body was up
Yeah, it was hung
on
up in
ropes.
this-
One
yeah.
half was like kind of bent over and like
Like
the legs
little
were broken,
legs
and then
just
just
chilling.
a head. And I was I was with Sam on that where he opened the door and they're like, oh, this isn't good. Walk away, and I'm like, are we not going to address that there's a dismembered body on the ground
and
now?
also we know that it was a little kid that, he was kind of like mad, whipped up, crazy as a ghost or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do something, when you do all the hanging and you're having fun now. All right, come on. You're not just killing people.
I mean,
Like, you're,
well-
you're trying. You're going for extra style points now.
Yeah,
Like,
because he's like, guys, I need you to really pay attention. I need help.
It's like, I need help.
Yeah. Help me. Yeah, no, that right there, I think when they did the dismemberment, I was like, yo, I don't know if I can ever watch Scooby-Doo episodes.
Like, I
ever
was just
again.
like, you know what? It's over. I'm out of here. I can't
Coaster
do it.
thrown.
Coaster
we
thrown.
Can't, we
We're outta
can't
here.
table flip in here, so we
it's
just throw coasters.
it's outta here.
If you're new to this. But yeah, literally there was just curse words coming out as I was watching this episode because I didn't know how to handle it. Which apparently the Scooby-Doo gang also did not handle it very well.
And like Ivan
Do you
Soto in
agree?
the chat says that the deaths aren't anything we haven't seen, which is true. We, Dean and Sam,
Yes,
us people.
we know on Supernatural. I'm
But
talking about
Velma,
if you
Velma
take that
ain't never
out.
seen that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, if you take that out.
Scooby ain't seen that.
If you take that out and watch a Scooby-Doo episode, because I used to watch Scooby-Doo pretty religiously as a child. So watching this, because there's no blood at all on this show.
Yeah,
at
it's just like a person like, you
Oh
crazy
no.
kids.
And like again, just like Shaggy brought up, which I need to talk about this scene. So obviously we get that point where they're running away from the ghost. They get stuck into that one room. Ghost comes in. Of course, Fred just hauling butt all the way. Be like, I'm a hero! And gets thrown against, or smacked pretty much against the wall. The girls are being held up in a corner. And he punts Shaggy out a freaking window, like full horror movie style. I went, oh my God, this is not a Scooby-Doo
And
episode,
the crew
period.
had never been beat up like that before.
No.
That had never happened.
They've never had to
They
deal
usually
with
just
that.
get scared and run around.
And run away.
And, that's
or
it.
like the ghost slash villain who's in a costume is like deceived them in some way and they're like, oh nuts, we can't find him. Yes, we'll have to try a different route. No, he punted Shaggy out a window, 2-story window.
Yeah.
And I like that they kind of brought back the fact that when they were first trying to trap the ghost in the original episode, Shaggy and Scooby are hanging on a, I don't know what they're hanging on. What is that called? Not a rain drain. What is it called? Storm drain. The thing on the top. So in the original episode, they're hanging on it. So I thought that was really cool that they put him hanging on the outside of a window. But then he fell, and I was like, "Are we gonna get a Scooby-Doo death? Like an actual like Scooby Gang?"
He just
death?
broke his arm a little bit. That's all right.
I was ready. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna kill Shaggy, and then they're gonna have to
That
do
would've
some
been-
weird timey-wimey stuff to bring it back to like right when they got to the
Yeah,
malt shop
rewind
and
it to
just
the beginning of
pretend
the episode
like
or
it never
something.
happened. I was waiting for that, and it didn't, which is fine. But I love that Scooby jumped out of the window to try to save him, even though I was like, so now you're both gonna die. That's what we're doing. Oh, I forgot to bring up. Cash shows up because he was like,
Oh, yeah.
I wrote down his line. So
Cash
when
was so
enters,
chill when he shows up
Yeah,
too.
he
He's like,
goes-
I got this.
hold on, I gotta find it. It's so funny when Cass shows up. Oh my god, where is it?
See, Fred bleeding. Oh,
hold on.
Megan B says she loves the blood splatter.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was because the animation style just doesn't lend well with it.
It's so weird.
It's weird.
I can't. I have it here. Cass shows up and he just got back from the Tree of Life with the fruit from the Tree of Life. There was some gins. Yeah, I was like, this is some tiny pomegranates. They look like persimmons that they painted purple. There were some gins and he bargained with them, killed most.
Yeah.
And he's apparently married to the queen now.
He's like, I might be married to the queen now.
Is it sad that I wanted to see that episode?
It's like, yeah, it's
why
like,
wouldn't you give that to me?
Yeah, it's like, I kind of want to see that episode.
Yeah, I just want to see
Cass on his own go take on a whole bunch of gins and then be like, you know what, one of them, she kind of got a little fatty, so might get married real quick.
Cass. And so yeah, so the fact that he goes to see the TV pulls him in, and he joins everybody, and I love how he's just like nonchalantly like, all right, I guess this is what we're doing now.
He's like,
I've never seen your show, so
yeah, he's like, hey,
if this was what was it? What was he watching? Was it The West Wing? No.
He was watching. I forgot what he was watching.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take my black card's gonna be taken away right now.
Oh, he was watching The Wire.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say, and Michael's like, oh, got you.
The Wire.
I think that's what he was watching.
One of the best shows ever.
Yeah. I was getting those mixed up, which is completely different shows. So,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Do you ever see that crossover into Supernatural? You're like, okay, this is a very different show now.
Very different show. Can you imagine? Oh my god. I don't think I would be ready for that. But yeah, so so Cass obviously saved Scooby and kind of saved Shaggy. I mean, he got a broken arm out of it, which was still weird. I love how he's like, I've jumped out of like a plane and all this kind of stuff, and I was fine. And I'm like,
it's like,
it's because you guys are a cartoon.
There's real things.
But I'm also proud that they were able to make a splint pretty quick, and they use their ascots to do that. It's like, oh my god.
Oh, shout out to Kelly Jones. The quote, wonderful. I once led armies and now I'm paired with a scruffy Philistine and a talking dog.
That was
hilarious. Yeah, that had me
that.
crying on that one. That was good.
Cass is the most savage person.
Yeah, and he was just like straight deadpan about it, just like
so beautiful. It's just so funny because we went from like happy Cass to be like, I accomplished something, and he's like, great, now I'm stuck in a cartoon with these bozos.
Yeah, he's like, how do we get out of here?
I hate this. But yeah, so then we find out at this point now we have the Scooby Gang mental breakdown where Sam's like, you have to tell them what's going on. And they did not handle that well at all. And they're like, okay, well, we know about ghosts. We're going to help you. They open up the trunk of goodies. He tries to give Velma a shotgun, which I was like, I can't. You guys have you broke me. I can't.
She can't take it.
Can you imagine if Velma's in there trying to do a shotgun towards a ghost?
They opened the trunk and it was just like the funny thing is how everything was drawn.
Oh, so shiny and beautiful.
Because the style of the drawing, it's like it's so playful and childish. It's like, look at that like Nerf shotgun that he just picked up. It just looks so nice and like comfortable. Like, look at that
even the knives and stuff. I was like,
look at that safe knife he just picked up.
Oh my god, awful. Yeah, I thought she was about to go. Yeah, I'm gonna take this, and I'm totally gonna. And I was like, this is how people die. Yeah. Velma trying to shoot somebody with her eyes closed, and her glasses pop off, and she's like, my glasses. Man. Oh, I can't. Luckily, they didn't do that. They're like, Fred, I need you to make a trap, and it didn't work out. No. But it's fine. And we had a plan B.
It was one of those Scooby traps where it's like, oh, the marble goes over here, and then it hits that.
And the mouse would get into the wheel, and
then and the toaster pops, and then it's like, why are we doing this?
Oh, I loved it so much.
To put them in a washing machine.
Hey man, covered in iron, ready to go. I love it. Where do the coconuts come from? It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. We just have a good supply of them just around.
Yeah,
they were just in the closet.
Hanging around.
Yeah, you don't have just closeted coconuts?
Nobody just has coconuts just chilling?
Yeah.
I mean,
just closet coconuts. Get them now.
Yeah. Here's another ad for you. Coconuts. They're tasty.
Yeah. Hey, or not, depending on what you feel.
Yeah.
Whatever. What was I talking about? Coconuts. But yeah, so obviously they were able to catch the ghost, we find out that it's a child who's being used by Jay, this stupid son of a bee, which he got to say. I love how he cursed and they bleeped it out. I was like,
one.
So we're okay with dismemberment, but we can't say the F word?
No, of course not, man.
What is happening?
This is a family show.
As your poor children are watching people being stabbed and murdered and or dismembered.
Yeah. I mean,
for kids.
For kids.
For the children.
I mean, kids see that stuff all the time.
No, seriously, children, don't watch this episode. Don't actually watch Supernatural at all. Just just
Supernatural
wait.
might be too much for kids.
Yeah, watch it when you're like 12. Okay, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
12.
Yeah, hit the double digits first, okay? Hit preteen. Hit that preteen age, and then you're good to go.
Yeah. Unless you have like hair on your lip, then
as a 10-year-old.
What I'm saying is you should be even older. Unless you have hair on your lip, don't watch Supernatural. Puberty only. Puberty
if you're hitting that puberty, if you got BO, that means that you can watch this show.
You know
That's how this works.
If people are telling you to take a bath,
you old enough. You there. You got this.
Like, boy, you've been running around all day.
What's the matter with you? Go take a shower.
And then watch Supernatural.
And then watch Supernatural after. Clean behind the ears first, and then watch.
Supernatural.
Yeah, so obviously we find out what it is, and they're like, we'll take care of it, which is how the boys usually work. I loved seeing like that kind of how we usually see it in Supernatural episodes where they're doing the interrogation of said villain or ghost or creature, but it was so animated. I was just like, I forgot. But it felt like I was watching an actual Supernatural episode. That was really cool.
And it was nice that we saw the kid also in the live action.
Oh, that was so nice.
Because I like to see, okay, it's just a little kid.
Yeah, that was nice. I liked that. So they went to go check on the Scooby Gang. Still not doing great. I can find another shotgun. I can find 2 shotguns. I was like, all right, okay. I think we need to help these poor kids out. Because you also forget they're teenagers.
Oh,
I think they're not adults. I don't believe.
Nah, because they always call them like those kids or something like that.
Yeah, so I think that they're teenagers. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say if they're
Daphne, she ain't no kid.
No, I just assume that they're 18. That's how I assume because they're running around doing stuff. But also the 70s was a different time.
Yeah, so, but I mean, they could still drive. So we're assuming they're at least 16.
Yeah, 16 to 18.
16 to 18. You know.
The girls are definitely 18, just for my own sanity.
Yeah, they're 18.
Yeah, for sure. And the men too, just 18. That's just
everybody's 18.
all around. Okay, just
except Scooby because
Scooby's old as fart.
Nah, Scooby has to be kind of spry to do all that stuff, though.
No. I have a little man who's old as crap, and he still runs around like there's no tomorrow. But yeah, I also forgot they did have a few Scooby-Doo tropes where we got to see the door chase scene. They even had Scrappy-Doo running. Oh, it was very quick. He like ran like right in the middle into a door, and I was like, wow, you couldn't even have a Scooby-Doo episode without Scrappy there? Really though? That boy doesn't need to be in there. He has problems. He has anger issues. He needs to stay in anger management. Don't put him in my Scooby-Doo episodes.
I mean, Scrappy. I mean, who doesn't love Scrappy? Guys, in the comments, let us know in the chat if you like Scrappy.
That boy.
Just say yes or no for Scrappy.
Nah. I'm a nah. It's as a Simon Cowell would say, it's a no for me.
For me, I'm all right with Scrappy.
He used to drive me insane as a child. I was like, what is the matter with you? You are so tiny.
He was definitely the reason they jumped the shark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, when they brought in Scrappy, you're like, show's over.
Yeah.
Like,
we're done now.
Pack it up, everybody.
Just like...
Turn the lights off.
Yeah. No. I wanted to... Like, I never want to kick a dog. That's the first dog I've ever wanted to punt across, like, a football field. I was so upset.
Punt that dog like Anchorman.
Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Even though I was a child and didn't know what Anchorman was or it hasn't actually existed yet, still wanted to do it, though.
Yeah.
It was inspiration. I was the inspiration for that scene, actually. Thank you very much. Where's my check? So obviously they were able to, the boys felt bad, so they were able to ask the ghost to do one more thing for them. And they pretended like the guy who wasn't dismembered was the villain all along, and that Velma was right, and she got excited and kissed pretty boy Sam on the lips. And she's like, those shoulders, and walked away. To the malt shop, everyone. Round of malts on me. And I'm like, oh, they're never going to forget this. They are scarred for life, just like me.
Well, I mean, they said it was fake, so it's okay. You know, I had the guy play off the fake.
They will have nightmares forever. Just saying, because I will too. So, not last minute, but last assessments of this episode. Any complaints? Anything else before we get into predictions? I'm
psyched for next season's like joke episode. Like this reinvigorated it for me.
it's always fun to get the joke episodes.
Yeah, so because usually they've been wavering in past seasons.
Of course.
They've been wavering.
Yeah, there's a lot of story that we have to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel they're back. I feel with these last 2 seasons, they're back. They're back on their A game, and they're heading towards the right direction. Especially now that we know that Gabriel's back. Mm-hmm. So now that I know Gabriel's back, I'm like, look, we're heading towards.
We understand what's happening now. Yeah. I forgot to mention Jay obviously got arrested because he again was a real estate agent.
Oh yeah,
who just wanted to cheat out other people, which is exactly what Velma said.
Exactly what happens in Scooby-Doo episodes.
Yo, you all know who've been watching the show how much I love Dean and Crowley, even though Crowley's not there anymore. When Dean decided to say Scooby-Dooby-Doo or whatever he said into the camera, at the end, the amount of attractiveness just.
Oh really?
Just for a split second, I was
just
like,
for a second, and then it came back.
Well, it will come back next episode.
What about tomorrow? The ascot though? You didn't like it?
No, that's just for Daphne. Daphne's into that. I am into plaid button up. Just no. I enjoy his dorkiness. Not this time. I was with Sam and Casper. They're like, "What are you doing?"
They're like, "What
I like that they did that because if they ended it like that, I would have been like, "And I'm out. I'm out." That was too cheesy, even for me.
But I mean, the guy even said he was like, "You meddling kids" or whatever.
Oh no, I was just like, it has to happen once.
Yeah.
I was expecting that. I was not expecting Jensen Ackles to just ruin everything.
His name isn't Jensen Ackles. His name is Dean.
Even worse. Even worse. I would expect it from Jensen Ackles because I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Not Dean Winchester. How dare you? But it's fine. I was like, oh, he's just being a dork. But at the same time, I was like, oh, that hurt. Why would you do this?
And I was like, I understand.
Nah, red's my color. But next week we start getting back into our story and trying to get all our pieces together because we now have the blood of a holy man, we have the fruit, and going through all the other stuff, and obviously Amadeus is here to wreak havoc once again. That's what I've been calling him all season. You all know. Yeah. I just say that every time I have to talk about him. I used to call him the Colonel. Can't do that now. He doesn't like chicken, so he's just Amadeus. He was like, oh, and I was like, wow.
Who doesn't like a bucket of chicken, man?
He doesn't, apparently.
That's how you know this dude is like straight from
evil.
HE double hockey sticks.
Oh.
It's a family show.
It's a family show. Dismemberment! Saying the B word.
When you take one part of the body and you put it over there, and then you take another part and you put it over there.
Education with Michael Young. Coming soon to a television screen near you. Yeah, so we're obviously getting back. It looks like we get, what is his name? Starts with a K.
Jack Gabriel. Starts with a K. Cash.
Not Cash.
Oh, not Cash?
The guy from the Men of Letters. Starts with a K. Please put it in the chat because I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Pretty much he's Amadeus Lackey right now. He's the British
Cash.
guy.
That's him.
Is it Cash?
Yeah.
Is that his actual name?
Is it Cash or is it Catch?
Catch.
Sorry,
cash
guys.
Money.
But he gets that cash, though.
Yeah, it looks like Catch gets into a little bit of trouble. Sam gets into a little bit of trouble. That's just in the preview that we saw.
Nobody worrying about that. What we worrying about is Michael, Jack, Gabriel. That's what we care about. And where is Lucifer? Because this dude is just kind of like...
I don't know where he went.
I think he's laying low like Frieza because he don't want to get...
He's trying to save them power levels, yo.
Trying to save them power levels. He don't want to get beat up.
Oh, Lord. He's just going to show up. He's going to be wearing white and purple. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Ivan. Arthur Catch.
Thank you. I knew it was a...
He looked like an Arthur, too. He got like a... If your name is Arthur, I feel like you're definitely doing something underhanded. I'm feeling...
Always.
I feel it... Yeah, you know what you did.
Yeah, unless you look like Arthur from that cartoon series. I don't know what it's called. That's the only time I will forgive you. But any other time, I just assume that you're suspicious.
You know what you did.
Anyway, that is going to be it. Enjoy your episode next week. We will be here next week. Tomorrow. Enjoy the episode tomorrow. We will be recapping that next Wednesday. Week. Just a recap, refresh, right before you gotta watch that new episode. That's what we're here for, guys. Just here to hang out.
Yeah.
Just trying to prep you for the craziness that
Get
is
you ready
Supernatural.
for what you're about to see.
So, what do the Supernatural fans want? They want to know where to find you on the internet.
You can find me at One Youngster, which is ONEYOUNGSTA, and Nerd Soul anywhere. So check out YouTube, NERDSOUL, one word.
And let's shout out to the fans that we have in the live chat.
We got Ivan Soto, Billie Jean Girl, 24,
yes.
Xavier Jones Jr.,
Get it.
Kelly Jones, Leo Lima,
what's up?
Renji 9998, Jazz 41173.
Dear God, that's a lot of numbers.
Look, Jazz, look, all you just need Jazz. All right?
That probably was already taken. That's why there's so many numbers after.
Jazz. A million.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us in the live chat. Again, we appreciate that we are an episode behind, but like I said, we're just here to refresh your memories because we love you guys and we just want to help you out. And also helps for me because I forget stuff all the time. Don't forget, again, check out the iTunes. Go ahead and put some reviews out there so we can read them out, have a shout out, that kind of stuff. Definitely put in the comments below what you think is going to be happening in the next episode, even though you probably already see it, but your theories before tomorrow. And definitely hit us up on Twitter, which mine is Torres890. That's ATORRES890. Check out the awesome Nerd Soul podcast.
Yes, the Nerd Soul podcast.
Which the two of us and our other comrade, Mark
Donica.
We already have 2 episodes.
Yeah,
up.
2 episodes up. 3
episodes.
We
split one up.
We split one up because we talked Ready Player One.
Yes,
we talked about anime.
Yeah.
And we talked about
pretty much everything.
K-pop. And
K-pop and like
Spirit Airlines.
I'm not even going to describe what
Spirit
that means.
Airlines.
You should just look it up.
Spirit Airlines.
The Nerd Soul.
Where you may be joined with yours.
Check out the Nerd Soul podcast on the nerdsoul.com.
Thatnerdsoul.com.
Thatnerdsoul.com. And also follow him on Twitter. All the links are there. You'll find it also in my Instagram as well. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you guys next Wednesday, 8 p.m. for episode 17. Peace out.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.